Welcome to The Shed Wireless, a podcast for shedders, hosted by John Paul Young and produced by the Australian Men's Shed Association.
Yeah, there's something for you at the Men's Shed.
With a ho, ho, ho and a big hello and welcome back to the Shed Wireless podcast, made in Australia and distributed all over the world. And today we have a special Christmas episode. Oh, how did you guess? Here's what we're going to be talking about in this episode. We have a very special guest on the show today. It's Santa. Well, I mean Bob from the Woodchip Community Men's Shed in northern Perth, Western Australia. Bob's helping Santa out in that area all on his own. No, I'm sure he's got plenty of elves to help him. The shed in the spotlight today is the Raymond Terrace Men's Shed. I've been there many times. That's here in New South Wales. Marty visits their Christmas shop. Yep, they got a whole shop that they set up just for Christmas. On the tours, I talked to Gary from the Morgan Men's Shed on the Murray River in South Australia and how they get involved in the local Christmas pageant. In On the Pulse, Stuart Torrence chats with me about how to enjoy Christmas and not overdo it. I don't know if he's talking to the right person. And finally, in Nailed It, Rip Woodchip is talking to us about Christmas and how he manages gift giving. All right, let's get into it. Today's Shed Wireless.
G'day, this is Michael Caton. You're listening to The Shed Wireless. Find us on YouTube or wherever you get your podcasts.
Today's special guest is Bob from the Woodchip Community Men's Shed. Now, Woodchip is a coastal town north of Perth. Bob is also Woodchip's resident Santa. North Perth. Sounds like North Pole.
It's a bit of a funny line to the North Pole, but I think I've got Santa on the line. Are you there? Bob, how did you get involved in being Santa out there?
Put it this way, I've got 10 great grandkids.
Oh, okay.
9 of them were in Cairns, and when we're born and bred in Cairns, we moved over here. We were on our way to Thailand, but COVID stopped that. Anyhow, I miss my great grandkids, and so I started growing a beard and getting ready to be a Santa. Then I had to have open heart surgery, so that sort of stopped that. I had to chop the beard off, and then we did our around Australia trip, and I'm back at it, sort of thing. But I just love making kids happy, you know, and it's sort of a fill in for my great grandkids.
Where are the great grandkids now? Are they with you, or are they still in Cairns?
No, 9 are in Cairns, and 1's in New South Wales.
Oh, wow. So what do? Do you send them a video of yourself dressed as Santa?
I've sent them photos, but we try to get over there. We're going over on the 3rd of January.
So what do you do in the shed itself?
An electrician by trade.
Uh-huh.
I did university and did electrical engineering. A handful of us that get to and do woodwork sort of thing, building picnic tables and garden furniture, whatever. Yeah, just whatever people want. Beds.
So what are you doing for Christmas this year then?
Staying at home with the son and daughter-in-law, and then, like I say, we're going over to Cairns in early January.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Well, you're going to obviously fly back. It's too far to drive.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's a good drive, but yeah. So up until Christmas, I'll be going to the local shopping mall. That's where I picked this cold up.
Oh, good. Yeah.
Rostered on tomorrow.
Right.
And Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday this week. So.
Right. So you will be busy. Fantastic. All right. Well, ho 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 to you, Bob, and I can give me a ho 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 back, and have yourself a great Christmas.
Okay. Ho ho ho. Merry Christmas.
Good on you, Bob.
Danny.
Thank you.
See you, mate. Bye.
Bye.
The Indigenous people of Woodchip are the Noongar people, who are the traditional owners of the area. They have a deep connection to the land and its culture, which is reflected in their seasonal movements, language and knowledge transmission. The word Woodchip is derived from Yanjapur, Yanchet, which is the Aboriginal name for the local bulrush reed found fringing the lakes.
Shed in the spotlight. putting the focus on the shed to find out what they get up to.
Well, g'day, Marty. What have you got for us today?
Okay, JPY, have I got a treat for you? This is our Christmas edition, right? Well, mate, I have found the real Santa's little workshop. I'm here at Raymond Terrace, up north in New South Wales, just north of Newcastle, actually. But mate, I got told about this little shop they've got here in Raymond Terrace. So they've got their shed across the road. But every Christmas, there's a vacant shop in the shopping plaza here in Raymond Terrace. And these guys rent it out, or I don't know the details of it, but I've heard that they just sell some of their products. So I'm thinking, a little store they might have set up here in the plaza, and they might sell a few bits and pieces and odds and ends. But I've walked in here this morning for a first-hand look, and I am just blown away. So I'm here with Frank from the Raymond Terrace Men's Shed, and he's opened up for me today to have a look. And this thing is a full-on store with wooden toys, ornaments, bits and pieces, knickknacks, bowls, everything here. And I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to talk to Frank. G'day, Frank. How are you?
G'day, Marty. Well, mate.
Mate, this has just blown me away. This is a full-on store. I think this is the first. It's like the first commercial sort of men's shed store I've ever seen. I've seen, blokes selling stuff out of the shed and things, but this is a store in the middle of a plaza, and you're selling stuff, and you've had a great run, apparently.
Yeah, we've sold heaps of toys already. I won't say them. Yeah, we've sold heaps of toys. It all started about 4 or 5 years ago when we decided that we had too many toys and wanted to know how we're going to sell them. So we thought, the best thing to do is start a shop. So we approached the complex here and asked them if they had empty shops, asked them if we could use them. And they said, yeah, no problem at all, rent-free. So here we are, selling all our toys.
Rent-free too, you little ripper. Because you guys, I remember you guys started out on the main road there of Raymond Terrace, because you had the old fire station there, didn't you? So you sort of had a store on the main road there to start years and years ago before you got your grand Taj Mahal shed across there. Isn't that right?
Yes, that's right. Yeah. We started off a little fire station down in the main street there of Raymond Terrace, and we had a little stall out the front of the fire station there selling toys out of there. But what we got here now, this is much better set up and easy to work with. And we've got all the guys come down here, volunteer to man the shop. We sell raffle tickets as well. We've got a raffle going as well. So things are going well.
I dare say there's not many people in Raymond Terrace that don't know about the Raymond Terrace Men's Shed. You guys do a magnificent job in the community. And as far as marketing and promotion of your shed, you guys are outstanding. You guys are right up there, like what you're doing. And this is part of it. This isn't just selling toys to the public. This is marketing and promotion. This is promoting the shed, what you do at the shed. And this is an opportunity for people of the public to come along and talk with you guys and learn more about the shed. And have you picked up any new members since doing this?
Well, we've always got people coming in and say, especially the wives, can I get my husband up there? And I said, just send him up and we'll show him around the shed and he can join. Another thing that Marty was just talking about promotion. We are lucky that we've got two NRFM, our local radio station. They advertise our shop almost every day, and we advertise also on Facebook and Marketplace and word of mouth, and it's getting around. We're selling heaps of stuff.
Yeah, well, I knew that. Well, the reason I came up, because in our office we play that 2NUR community radio station, and I thought, the guys are advertising on the radio. What's going on here? This is just next level for a men's shed. You guys are all over it. And, the run you're getting. And, mate, can you give us a bit of an insight of just how much you're making from this?
You want the figure of the stuff we've sold so far?
Yeah, give us
Righto, $26,000 since the 1st of September. We're only open 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday and Friday. And we're only open in the morning from 9 till 1. So I reckon that's a pretty good effort.
Unbelievable. This is insane. Guys, so many sheds could learn from what these guys are doing here. It's just incredible. $26,000. And mind you, we're only just at the end, back end of November when we were doing this interview. So it's only a couple of months, but some of the stuff you got here is magnificent, and it all goes back to charity. Like,
all the money goes back to charity. Every year we donate about $20,000 to $30,000 to different charities in the area and around Newcastle. Yeah, so it all goes back to the people that support us.
Yeah, and you also contribute to the local community radio station too, don't you?
We and 2 FM they get a donation from us every year for their support.
Wow, this is just, I don't know, who's your marketing team? Who's your marketing and promotion team? Because it's bloody brilliant.
That's me.
Oh my God. If you make half the toys too.
I do.
Do you have a sleep? Do you have a home?
Well, I'm in the shop in the mornings. I'm a shed manager and treasurer there, so I don't get time to do anything in the shed. So I go home and do it in the afternoon when I go home and make these toys and bring them back to the shed.
This is insane.
We do have another few guys at the shed that make toys as well. So
yeah, good. But you've got everything. Like there's not just toys. There's wine racks. There's pen holders. There's pens. There's
all sorts of things. All different variety of stuff.
What are some of your best sellers?
The best sellers probably our little kids table and chairs.
Yeah.
Our rocking horses, they go really well, and the girls strollers and rocking doll thing and the pram there, and some of these big trucks.
It's like they say, like they don't make them like they used to, and the toys you get nowadays, they're not meant to last. These things are beautiful big trucks and wooden trucks and toys and cars and planes and boats and Formula One cars, everything. And these are magnificent. We're going back old school, aren't we? Back to
And the way these toys are made, people buy these, and these are hand-me-downs. They'll go down from generation to generation.
Yeah,
because they last forever. They're all made out of solid timber, and we slab all our own timber. We don't buy any timber. We've got a slabber down there. We different companies, tree lobbers, ring us up and say we've got trees down there we need to get rid of. We go and pick them up, bring them up to the shed, slab all our timber, which is mainly camphor laurel and cedar, and that's what we make all our toys out of. So, it's nearly 100% profit.
Wow, you guys are almost off grid. This is just insane. I'm so blown away. I didn't know what to expect. Well, I thought I was expecting a little gazebo in the middle of the shopping centre or something but this is a full store. It's a corner store. You've got pride of place here. Yeah. You're out in the community. Yeah. You're selling your product. You're giving people at Christmas time what they want, and people come from miles to come here, don't they?
They do. Yeah, we've had people come from up the Hunter Valley. We've had a lady yesterday rang up about a rocking horse down the Central Coast. So wherever the news goes, people come down and they come and buy.
This is incredible. And the thing, what blows me away too, is there's people that come here that probably drive past 2 or 3 other men's sheds to get to this one because they know about you guys and you guys are promoting it and getting the word out there and things, which is a shame, but it's also good for you guys too. But you're getting a magnificent product here, and perfect for Christmas time. So is this going to continue for years to come?
I hope so. As long as I can keep going, it'll keep going.
Well, you still got a few more years left in you, I reckon, Frank. You're doing all right. Well, mate, thanks for opening up and showing us around today. Problem. I'm going to take a few photos. I might even pick up a few goodies myself to take home for Christmas. Some, the little barbecue caddies. I love those. I was thinking of doing one of those. So, brilliant. All right. So, guys, if you're in Raymond Terrace, come and check out this.
Yeah, shed shop. Yep. That's what it's called.
Shed shop, beautiful.
Men's shed shop.
And what days you open?
Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Not the Tuesday that I turned up here today. You had to come down here especially to open up for me. Because
from the 1st of December, we're open every day except Sunday from the hours of 9 a.m. till 1 o'clock.
Unbelievable. All right, guys. Well, this is a lesson for every shed. I think this is an idea. Look, this is what it's all about, sharing ideas and promotion and activity. And this ticks so many different boxes as far as marketing and shed development and shed sustainability and things like that. It's out in the community. They're bringing in income, plus they're putting themselves out in the community. Absolutely brilliant. Thank you again, Frank, and good luck to you guys, and Merry Christmas.
You too. Merry Christmas.
You're a regular Santa Claus, aren't you? Thanks, mate. Catch ya.
On the tools, on the Shed Wireless, with John Paul Young.
The Morgan Men's Shed gets into the Christmas spirit, and I've got Gary here to tell us a lot more about what they do every year. Where is Morgan? I think I've driven through Morgan because my keyboard player, his name is Warren Morgan, and I think he was rather chuffed.
Oh, right. Same as a Morgan. There you got a Morgan car as well.
Yes, there is. That's
Yeah.
indeed. Where did your Morgan come from?
It might have been named by one of the captains of the ferries that come up here. So we had the paddle steamers, and one particular place, I think that's why they called it Morgan. He was one of the captains that possibly perished here for whatever reason.
Uh-huh.
And location-wise, it's if a big picture, we call it the Riverland. If you want to get a slightly smaller sort of picture, there was Truro. Um,
Oh, yes.
Truro was always famous for a few things that.
Nefarious things, yes.
So yeah, if you, it's that sort of way anyway. It's about 200 k's out of Adelaide.
Indeed, a beautiful area. Anywhere along that Murray River is just wonderful.
Oh, sure thing. Look, if you've got the cash to get down onto the river and there or thereabouts, it's an absolute hidden little gem out here, and we get better weather here all year round than what the bloody Gold Coast does. So it's always sunny here. And beautiful. We get most probably, I suppose, we get a month of shitty weather where it might rain out or the north wind will come in with flies and stuff. Shit, 45 degrees, so nobody likes that. But the other 11 months, mate, we love it up here. It's great for the retiree.
You don't get drought conditions?
Oh yeah, of course we do.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're looking down the throat of it now, mate. She's all pretty dry, and we had a few sprinkles of rain last night or the night before, and that only makes it just damn dangerous to be on the roads because especially the roos and other wildlife all come to the side of the roads to have a drink, and of course they get skittled and do a fair bit of damage.
Now, you get involved in the Mid-Murray Council Christmas pageant.
Yeah, well, that's a fairly broad statement because the Mid-Murray Council does cover a fair wide area.
Yeah.
The ones which will start off just in the Morgan area, yes, there's a Morgan pageant, and that's on the 9th of December, I think it is, or thereabouts. And so that was one of our little things that we decided we wanted to do was build floats for that pageant and help out with it. So we started building. The first one we thought was a men's shed. So we got some old iron and bits and pieces and found a trailer, whacked it all together, and made a old men's shed, as it were, and carted that down the main street of the town with the rest of the floats. And it's progressed from there where people have seen us with our capabilities. So we've progressed to kangaroos. That would be a 2.5 metre kangaroo with a rider, a 3 metre fish. We've done
A Murray cod.
Yeah, Murray cod. Yeah, what else was there? The canally. The canally is one of the paddle steamers that come up through the river, and he's. So we copied that and made a small one that would fit on a 7x4, 8x4 trailer, and we dragged that down there. So that's another one. Anyway, we also get involved in the similar sort of idea to the pageant is the beautification of Morgan, where we build Christmas trees with pallets and thereabouts and other stuff, and go around pinning them to the local Stobie poles and etc. So it makes the place a whole lot better.
Right. Now, how long has the shed been going, Gary?
Shed's now about 2.5 years old.
Uh-huh. And how many members have you got?
We've got about 32 on the books.
Wow.
So we have between 4 and 10 people turn up on Wednesdays and Fridays to do their thing, whether it's a project for the men's shed or a project for themselves. And the rest of the people are the people in town, including women, as silent members, and they're just as important as the guys that come here, because the silent members are supporting us, and they make enough numbers to help us get better grants. So the bigger the number of people you've got, the better the grant. That's one of the criteria. It's not everything, but it works along that way. It also shows the community is behind us.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. So what have you got planned for Christmas?
All of it. The club. Well, the club basically won't close except for the 3 days on Christmas and New Year's. Other than that, to close during Christmas is a bit of a hardship for blokes that are possibly alone. So we stay open as much as we can. We've got plenty to do. The jobs just keep rolling in. The guys like their coffees, chats, bullshit sessions, and on we go. So we're going to keep going all the way through. Because of the type of club we are and where we are, there's only myself and another person with a forklift that can open up the shed. One day I might even send you a photo of us opening up the shed. It's fairly unique. So there's only a few of us, so I'll be planning to keep the shed open as much as I can on those days. And the rest of it will be working at home, keeping out of the sun.
Oh, Gary, it's been great, man. It's been great talking to you, and it's great to hear that you're doing things for the pageant. You don't get involved in the Adelaide one at all, do you? Too far away?
It is far away, but we do sort of like somewhat get involved because we've got some contacts there. And this year, well, in the middle of the year, we got a lot of the Adelaide pageant excess float material that came up here. So we were very lucky for that. And again, that goes back to the beautification of Morgan and just making the place look a whole lot better during the Christmas break and giving the men something to do.
Well, listen, I wish you and all your members a very, very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And once again, it's just great to hear the sorts of things that our sheds, especially in the regional areas, are doing. It's just wonderful.
No, it's a required thing. There's no doubts or buts or maybes. The men are here and we're growing.
Oh, that's fabulous. Good on you, Gary. Thank you very much for your chat today.
Cheers, buddy. Thanking you.
On the Pulse, on the Shed Wireless. And now it's over to Stuart with On the Pulse.
Thanks, John, but hang on, before you go, mate, before you go, can we just have a quick conversation? I've been thrown in the deep here. I've been told to talk about Christmas and health. Christmas and health. What an oxymoron.
Well, yes, a couple of positive, negative magnets there.
You think of Christmas and you think of excess.
Yeah.
Excess food, excess drink, excess of everything.
Yeah.
When you think of the big fat guy, Santa Claus, he's... Have you ever played the part of Santa Claus?
Oh, thanks for the compliment, Stuart. No, I have not.
No, well, I didn't
I
think so.
don't have enough cushions.
I was going to say you haven't quite got the stature. But, in thinking that some people do play Santa Claus, I'm just thinking, do they use cushions or do they actually start to bulk up? Probably not a good idea to bulk up.
No, because it's very easy to put on and it's very hard to get rid of, as we all know.
Don't we all know that? Absolutely. But then again, there is the excess eating. What's your tip about eating to excess? Everyone brings all that beautiful stuff at Christmas.
I know. I'm going through it at the moment, actually, because when I was working all the time, I was about 63, 64 kilos. And a couple of months ago, I weighed myself and I was getting close to 70. So I just thought, no, I've got to do something about this. So I've tried to measure my intake of food and I've basically got rid of bread.
Oh, okay.
And got rid of a lot of carbohydrate. I still
Yep.
have carbohydrate when I have a beer.
Yeah.
But it was either that. It was either get rid of the beer or get rid of the bread. Now you know which one wins.
The dilemma.
That's right. But I've reduced my intake of beer even as well.
Okay.
So and it's working. I just weighed myself then, and I'm down to just below 67 kilos. So
Yep.
I've dropped 2 or 3 already. You know. So and I aim to keep going.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So I think that's a perfect start to our quick conversation about Christmas and health. Is first and foremost knowing where you're starting. So you knew where your weight was at before you actually started to change.
Yes.
Because that was the indicator you had to change.
Yep.
And I think when it comes to Christmas time, we can overindulge and we can forget about our goals of keeping within a certain weight range.
Yeah.
I was very much the same, John. I was, 100, 110 kilos, and now I'm down to 80.
I can see you're looking a lot better.
Thanks, mate. I really appreciate that. But, once again, it was cutting out the carbs.
Yeah.
I didn't change the amount I eat. I eat bucket loads.
Right.
But taking out those carbs really seemed to make a huge difference in regards to what my body was holding on to.
Yeah.
So then it comes to the drinking side of things. Now, you and I both went through the 70s and 80s, the wild times, in excess, some of the artists that you've probably entertained with and so on. Alcohol was a big fallback strategy in regards to a coping mechanism, in regards to an emotional crutch, so to speak. Sometimes Christmas can be very stressful for a lot of people. And alcohol is quite often, and other substances are quite often the fallback strategy. I think we need to take care in that regard also.
Yeah, I think so. It might be an idea just to take a look at where you're heading, and you're heading for, let's face it, you're heading for at least 2 weeks of pretty heavy indulgence.
Well, 4 if you take into consideration New Year's.
Yes. So I think you've got to keep that in the back of your mind and at least try and moderate your intake daily, and say, well, remember what you had yesterday.
Yeah.
And try and, balance it out, and think, well, I had too much whatever yesterday.
Yeah.
I'm going to try and stay off that today or whatever. But just try and, I think it's all about being aware of what's going in, and the more you put in, the bigger you get. It's as simple as that. And the less you put in, the thinner you get, whether you want to or not. Believe me, if you stop eating a lot, you will lose weight.
John, you've hit 2 nails on the head. Being aware of what your intake is. And quite often the desserts come out big time at Christmas time. Desserts are a killer. I just can't resist them. But being aware that, hey, you know what? I'll go and do the salads, and I'll polish off the salads. I'll polish off the meat, and the other things, the savouries, if I can put it that way. But the other nail that you hit on the head is moderation.
Yeah.
Everything in moderation. And I think we could add to that in regards to actually being physically active. I don't know about you, John, but come Christmas lunchtime, I need a nano nap.
Oh, yeah. I think these days you've got to fight for a space. But it is always a good idea to have that Christmas Day cricket game.
Absolutely. Get out there with the grandkids.
Yeah, exactly.
And the kids, the families, the neighbours.
And if nothing else, you'll make a total idiot of yourself, and the kids will, just love seeing Pa or whatever falling over, and, but not because of overindulgence, just because he's not fit.
Yeah, and they can run rings around us. I do remember our family for quite a few years. The uncles got together for the Torrance Olympics, and we would literally punish each other by coming up with different exercises. How many sit-ups can you do? How many press-ups can you do?
Okay.
How quickly can you run around the block, etc., etc. And then I cottoned on to what my brother was doing, John. It was nefarious. It was shocking what he was. He was making sure that he only had to do one more thing. He always went last, and it didn't dawn on me until I worked it out. He went last because all he had to do was one more, and he was the champion.
Right.
So he really scored. But exercising during Christmas, getting out there, going for a walk the dog. Go for a walk with the grandkids, take them down the park, play games, and get some exercise, get some wind.
Yeah, it is important because when we were younger, whether you realised it or not, you were a lot more mobile and you did move around a lot more and you did do things. You know, as you get older, you're less likely to get involved in running around the block. But there's always something you can do, and like I was saying before, if you temper that with a bit of moderate intake, then you're on the right track. Yeah.
And John, just to wrap us up, I've got to make a confession. I did play Santa one year.
Oh. Okay.
But they gave me a Santa suit that blew up.
Oh, okay.
It actually had one of those fans inside it that made it blow up.
I know the one.
And I tell you what, I looked like a little blimp, but it was the most fun you can have. Plus, I was air conditioned, so it was. Christmas is notorious for being hot and sticky. Well, in this Santa suit, I had a nice cool fan on me most of the day.
Lovely.
John, at this time I would normally throw back to you in the studio, but let me just wish you season's greetings, salutations, love and all the best to you and your family.
Same to you, Stuart, and your family.
Excellent.
Wonderful.
Thank
See
you very
next
much,
year.
mate. Thank you. Take care.
Our final piece of wisdom this year from our resident handyman. Wisdom, are they using the right words here? Over to you, Rip.
Nailed it. Nailed it.
Nailed it with Rip Woodchip.
Ho, ho, ho! G'day, shutters! Rip Woodchip here, sliding down the metaphorical chimney and straight in your ear holes for the Christmas edition of the Shed Wireless. And let me tell you, nothing says Christmas like the smell of the hot northerly wind, sunscreen, prawn sizzling on the barbie, and a big bowl of cherries that cost me more than my first car. And the annual panic of trying to buy gifts for people who already have a shed full of perfectly good stuff. Ah, the festive spirit, eh? Now, gift giving. It's a beautiful tradition, unless you're like me, and every year you swear you're going to be organised. Yet, on December 23rd, you'll find me wandering around Bunnings like a confused reindeer who took a wrong turn. But here's the thing, us shedders, we've got a secret superpower. We can make things with our hands, and occasionally with power tools that make the neighbours a bit nervous. And here's a bonus, it's better for the planet. Instead of buying something from Amazon or Temu that's flown halfway around the world, wrapped in enough plastic to choke a blue whale, you can make a gift right here in the shed. Local timber, recycled materials, stuff you rescued from the offcuts pile. Mother Nature's cheering you on, probably doing a slow golf clap. So, let me give you a few ideas from the Rip Woodchip School of Festive Craftsmanship. Number 1, the classic chopping board. Easy to make, good for the kitchen, the barbie, or whacking cane toads. Versatile. And every time someone slices a tomato on it, they'll think of you, hopefully fondly. Number 2, a birdhouse. Nothing spreads Christmas cheer like giving local wildlife a place to squat. Plus, you get the joy of seeing native birds move in. Just remember, if the ibis shows up, that's on you. Or maybe make it big enough for that cheeky possum that'll try and move in anyway. Number 3, wine glass holders. Or wooden bowls and platters, serving implements, barbecue caddies. The list of possibilities is endless. And so much nicer than plastic. Number 4, a gift that keeps on giving. Give a packet of seeds with a pot and a bag of soil, or pot something already on its way. You could choose flowers or a herb for the recipient to add to their cooking. Number 5, kids' toys. Wooden cars, spinning tops, puzzles, or even a rocking horse. Kids love them, and parents love them even more because they don't beep, flash, or need charging. And they last and can be passed on to the next little nipper. But maybe the best gift you can give this year isn't something you glue, screw, or sand. Maybe it's your time. A visit, a phone call, a couple with somebody who's doing it tough, a helping hand to a mate whose shed looks like it's been hit by a festive tornado. Connection, that's the real Christmas magic, and you mobbing the sheds do that better than just about anyone. So this year, whether you're given a lovingly handcrafted masterpiece or a last-minute servo voucher wrapped in yesterday's newspaper, remember, it's the thought and the connection that counts. All right, that's enough wisdom from me. My tinsel's caught in the lathe again. This is Rip Woodchip wishing you a safe, joyful, low-waste, shed-filled Christmas. See ya!
Well, that's a wrap-up for the last edition of this year's Shed Wireless. We hope you've enjoyed this season, and we'll be broadcasting to you once again next year. The Shed Wireless is produced by the Australian Men's Shed Association. It's made in Australia and distributed all over the world for the love of shedding. It don't matter if you work with wood or fabricating metal is the thing you understood. Whatever is your game, everyone's the same. Yeah, we can do it all at the men's shed. Short, fat, tall, skinny, hairy, bald. In the shed it's welcome one and all. Share the skills you know, we're all having a go. There's a helping hand in the men's shed. There's something